All right, so today I'm gonna talk about the 4 biggest mistakes home buyers are going to make in 2022. Let's just get right into it. Number 1, we heard the huge news that Zillow officially got out of home buying.
We're done here.
So right there, number 1 mistake, relying on the Zillow's estimate for a price. People tell me all the time, hey, you know what, the Zillow's estimate is X on my house, is that what it's really worth? Or, you know what, I'm gonna make an offer, but Zillow says it's worth this. Well, Zillow unfortunately just proved themselves wrong. Their estimate is totally wrong because they didn't make $1 off one house.
Congratulations, you played yourself.
They sold. Now, unfortunately, they're gonna have to lay off 25% of their workforce. They're gonna be unloading a ton of houses in Florida and in Texas. So, you know, just rely. Zillow is a great site to search. They take, what they do at the end of the day is they take houses from the MLS that realtors list and they put it on their website. They charge realtors money to actually, put ads on there. And then when you fill out information, you get hit up by like 50 different realtors like myself. But what they were trying to do is get into the home buying and flipping business. And again, it didn't work. So definitely not relying on Zillow and Redfin to tell you what a house is worth. Number 2 big mistake I see a lot of buyers make, and I think as the market cools off a little bit, is this waiving all kinds of inspections or anything like that, especially if you live in an area where there's well and septic, or the houses are older. You don't want to go around waiving inspections, because at the end of the day, inspectors don't always find everything that's wrong with the house. But the thing is, if they do, it could save you thousands of dollars. And a lot of times the sellers aren't even aware of it. So let's say they find something wrong and it's a $5,000 repair. You can go to the seller and say, hey, look, you know what? We want you to fix this broken HVAC unit. And the seller says, no, we're not going to do it. Well, you can either make a choice and say, look, either A, Mr. Seller, you can either put the house back on the market and now you have to disclose that there's a broken HVAC. 2, you can fix it or give us a credit. So, waiving inspections, I definitely do not always recommend it unless it's some super hot house with a ton of offers you gotta have, and right off the bat you can't get an inspection on it. Definitely not well and septic though. Don't ever waive those, because those are a totally different animal. But home inspections, all that, don't waive them. You can always get warranties to cover things, but again, there could be something totally wrong with the house you don't know about. Number 3, I think is one of the most critical things, is not getting a realtor that really knows the area. A lot of people just got into real estate in the last couple of years because they saw quick, easy money. They started to realize it's not quick, easy money. You've got to really know the area. You've got to know what you're doing, the different laws, which is a good deal, which is not a good deal, find off market listings. Why am I talking so fast? Because it's YouTube and you guys don't really have a, high attention span.
True.
But the thing is, if you are working with somebody who doesn't know the area and you say, hey, you know what, I want to buy a townhouse for $400,000, and they don't know about a new development coming up around the corner, or they do know about new development and it's like could save you thousands of dollars, or they may say, hey, you know what, that offer of $500,000 on a townhouse is a good deal, but all the comps are $450,000. So you got to really know when you interview an agent, keyword there, interview. When you talk to an agent, whether you're searching on Google, Zillow, whatever, interview them and say, hey, you know what, I'm thinking about moving to this town. What do you know about it? What's the best schools? What's the best neighborhoods to live in? They should really know that and have a good grasp on the market and what's going on, especially if they're in it day to day. People do hit me up all the time from YouTube and they say, hey, I want to buy a house here. And I tell them, you know what, I don't know that area that well, but let me refer you to an expert. So if they don't know the area well, they should definitely at least want to refer you out. So definitely make sure you interview a good realtor. Number 4, last but not least, financing. Talk to a couple good lenders. A lot of people will go on Quicken Loans or one of these apps, or even like Navy Federal, because I don't know why people think they're got to be so dedicated to credit unions, because it's not like they're out giving you free money. But the thing is, you want to talk to as many lenders as possible, not like a bunch, but 2 or 3, get different opinions, because some lenders, especially if they're local, they may know about a program that's only local to your area. So let's say, in Virginia, we have a VHDA loan where the state of Virginia will grant you a down payment and they'll lend you the money for that. But if you have a lender out of state, they may have no idea about that. Plus, their agriculture department has a USDA loan where if the house is in a rural area, they will actually lend you the money as well for your down payment. So certain lenders only know certain things. So when you're getting approved, especially if you're a first-time home buyer, talk to multiple lenders, see what they know. You don't have to get your credit pulled each time, but tell them, hey, what are the best loan options for me? You know, what's my best rate? What's my best thing as far as down payment? Because let's face it, if you're getting a 3.25% interest rate and they're lending you the down payment, that's a lot better than just, you know, taking that money out of the bank and putting it down. You know, you're basically getting free money from there. So I know that was really quick. Those are my top 4 biggest mistakes I think home buyers are going to make in 2022. Another thing is rent is just exploding right now. So if you are thinking about buying a home, I would definitely weigh the options of the mortgage payment versus the rent, because the rent could be a hell of a lot more, for lack of a better term, and you're sitting there paying rent, not getting the tax write-off, all that. So if you have any questions, definitely comment below. Please subscribe to the channel as we keep bringing you some real estate knowledge. I'll see you at the top or from the top.